Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Heads of Government, Your Excellency, Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by expressing on the auspicious occasions of Eid al-Fitr my greetings of peace and blessing to my fellow Muslims and all people around the world. Some 2 years ago, Indonesia was honored to host the Bali Climate Conference that produced, after dramatic twists and turns, the historic Bali Action Plan. Now, we must complete that journey. Let us have the courage to look beyond our differences as we face severe global financial and economic storms. This high-level gathering in New York must help to provide a valuable guidance and clear mandate for the negotiators. The Copenhagen Conference must conclude with an agreement that ensures a secure climate future for all. We cannot allow any gaps after the expiry of the first commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol in 2012. Remember, we can negotiate about the climate, but we cannot negotiate with the climate. We cannot ask the climate for more time. All effort must be made to ensure the global average temperatures do not exceed 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels in 2050. There is a historical responsibility that must be translated into deep cut emissions. This also should be transformed into willingness to help those who are vulnerable to the impact of climate change to adapt to it. To this end, developed countries must take the lead in our global effort to combat climate change, while developing countries should also engage in much broader actions to go beyond business as usual. As agreed in the Bali Action Plan, the nationally appropriate mitigation action should be truly supported by the technology, financing, and capacity building in a measurable, reportable, and verifiable manner. While our effort to frame a global framework for climate change post-2012 is underway, we should intensify national efforts and establish partnerships to advance climate security. Indonesia has made climate change a key priority in Indonesia's national budget for 2010, reaching $500 million, which include preservation and expansion of our tropical rainforest cover. Indonesia has also initiated with 10 tropical rainforest countries the Forest 11 joint cooperation to ensure that our forests will be a key part of global climate solution. Indonesia also initiated the Coral Triangle Initiative, CTI, with 5 other countries to sustainably manage the marine and coastal resources of our region. And in May this year, the World Ocean Conference in Manado, Indonesia, called for ocean issues to be placed at the center of climate change solution in the future, just as with forest issues. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Copenhagen is our time to seize the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to launch the post-2012 climate agreement. We must reach consensus for the sake of our planet and for the future of humanity. Let us demonstrate that we are up to that momentous challenge, and we shall prevail. I thank you.